this computer. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is go to Weebly.com. Weebly.com. I need everyone to go there now. Okay. And you will get their landing page or their home page. And here, is anybody not on Weebly.com yet? Everybody at Weebly.com? Okay, I don't want to go too fast for you. All right, over here on the top right, you'll see log in and sign up. Now, does anybody in here have a Weebly account and you remember your password? Anybody in here? So everybody's creating a new account. Okay. I cannot go and look up your passwords. So you are going to have to remember what you use. So I would use your rhschools.org email to log you in, and a password that you will remember, because I have had students, I'm not kidding about what I'm about to say. I've had students on day one, which today is day one, create an account, go in, and almost finish their assignment, but not finish it, and then the next day come in and can't remember what their username or what their password was. There is no way for me to check that, and that student just had to start all over. They had to create a new account, because there was no way I could do like I can do in Everfi and some of the other things, your Code Avengers. This one I can't. So you're going to click on sign up, and it's going to take you to a screen, and it's going to tell you that Weebly joined forces with Square, and is now part of the Square suite of products. So that kind of opened up things and kind of added some things. I think that's when they started doing their templates of having text and pictures and stuff in there. And I really wish they had not done that, because it actually kind of makes it harder for what we're going to do today. All right, so put in your first name, your last name, enter your email, and I'm asking you guys to put in your rhschool.org. Okay, Kalia, you with me on this? Okay. And then confirm your email. I'm not sure if they're going to send you something to verify your email or not. So that's why I'm telling you to use RH Schools, because if you have to go to your Gmail, you can. Create a password, and then we're in the United States. You'll have to agree to Weebly's terms, and then you'll continue. Okay. I don't know if they're going to do one of those captcha things where you have to click traffic lights or something like that. I don't know, where you have to say, I'm not a robot. I'm not sure. I already have an account, so I can't continue with you guys. But just go through the steps to where you get an account. Okay? So I'm going to pause the recording at this point, because I want to walk around. I want to make sure everybody gets an account. Okay, so as you're making your website, just to reiterate this, choose that you want to create a personal website. You don't want a business website, okay? So make sure you're choosing a personal website. The second thing you're going to have to do is select the theme. So I'm going to go in here. Close that. I'm going to sign in. So once you exit out of Weebly and you sign back in, this is what it should take you to. So I'm going to put in my email address. Now I use, and because I did this a long time ago, I use my rockhillmail.org, because it used to be that you guys could just go to like office.com and verify that, but they kind of changed that. So that's why I'm telling you to use a email address that you can access to verify. Okay, so I don't know what that delay was that it finally brought this up. So here is my website. So mine looks a little bit different than yours because I think I have like 3 or 4 pages done. So what I'm going to get to is I'm going to have to get where you are. I'm going to have to click on add site. I don't know why I say store. Okay. Did y'all see this? Did this pop up at any point? Okay. I just need a website. I do not want a store. So if you ever get this question, you do not want an online store. You just need a website. Okay, so this is where you guys are now, right? Does this look like you are? Good. Okay. All right, so when you click on the different tabs up here, you'll see lots of different options. They're a little bit different the way the pages are made up, the way the information on the template, the way the pictures are laid out. So what I would do, I would just find one that you like, okay? I used to tell my students to go in the portfolio one. The one we're going to do tomorrow, everybody's going to have to use this one called Leaps and Bounds. But for today, you guys can choose anything you want to. Okay, okay. Let me pause this. I didn't. All right, so I'm sorry. I didn't start back the recording in time to choose for it to click my thing or select my theme. So this is the theme that I chose. Okay. Now up in the top right hand corner, you want to click on Start Editing. I think at this point you can still change the theme. But I think once you click on Start Editing, I don't think you can change your theme. Okay. So I know that I'm going to choose her because this is going to be kind of like an all about me. It's going to be a really, really short website. It's just going to have 4 pages. So I'm going to click on Start Editing. When you're in editing mode, now I'm assuming that everybody has their theme, right? Okay, Catherine, you doing this with me? Okay, because I don't want anybody else on Code Avengers. I don't want anybody on EverFi. I don't want anybody watching a movie, playing a game. I want everybody with me. Okay, so one of the first things they're going to do is get you to name your website. It used to be that they didn't give us this until we went to publish it. But, you know, everything, you know how technology is, it updates all the time. Yes, ma'am. Huh? No, there's some that are free. So give me a second. Let me get there. But it will try to charge you, but I'm going to show you where you can get the free one. Free one. It says choose a domain name. This is where people will find your website. Okay. Let's see. You need to include Weebly.com in your name. Now that one already exists. So I'm going to back it up and I'm going to do, so again, make sure you have .weebly.com or it will try to charge you. But if we use a subdomain of Weebly, it won't charge us, okay? So I'm going to put my last name and then I'm going to see if they'll let me do an underscore about me. Okay, so let's try that first and see. Yes, ma'am. It won't load. Your theme won't load. Okay. All right, give me 1 second. Let me finish with this and then I'll come back there and check with you. Do you have other things open, other tabs open? Okay, because that's what Dana. Is there a word continue? Is it the 404? What does that blue button say? Okay, I'll come back. We might have to choose another thing. Okay. Do you restart your computer every day? That's probably why. Your RAM is probably full. So you probably need to restart your computer. Try that real quick while we're doing this. And then if it still won't load, I'll come back there. Guys, it's really good every once in a while to shut your computers down. Clear your cache every once in a while. So you don't bog up the computer and keep things from loading. Okay. All right. So I need everybody with me. We need to name our page. So make sure you have .weebly.com / your last name underscore about me. Now I'm going to see. I'm going to hit search and see if it says I can have that one because it might Okay, so apparently that is unavailable. A few more. Maybe it doesn't like my, because if we choose any of these, it's going to charge us. So maybe it doesn't like my underscore. So I'm just going to do, I'm going to take out that underscore. Tompkins about me. I'm going to search for that. Maybe I've got to type that whole thing. Maybe I've got to put HTTP. No, I won't let me see that. Keep saying professional. Oh, subdomain. That's what I need. I need that to choose. Two more. I need the subdomain to be dark. All right, let me stop the recording for a minute and figure this out. Okay. All right, so this is the way that it should be, and it will be free. Okay, so click right there. So I'm going to put Tompkins. I'm scared to put that underscore again. I want to put an underscore between my Tompkins and about me, but I'm gonna try it. About me / Weebly.com. Let's see if that's there. Nope. Let's get rid of the / maybe it doesn't like the /. Nope. Don't, what you mean? Don't even put the weebly.com? No, don't put the / Just put Tompkins about me? Well, but that's just it. Okay, so this is the one we want to choose down here. Thank you, Amia. Thank you, Kaylee. Thank y'all very much. Okay, so this is what you need to do. All right, let me go take this off. We're not going to put any /. We're not going to put any underscores, nothing. Up here, all we put is your last name and then about me. Your last name, about me. And when you do search, it puts it together in different formats. These formats here, let's see if I can make this larger. Y'all, I'm sorry. I apologize. Some days you got it, some days you don't. Okay. All right. So it gives us these options. These are the ones that we're going to have to pay for. But down here under subdomain, this is the one that's free. This is the one we want to choose. And see how it took my name that I wanted to name it, and it put the .weebly.com. Okay. That's a little bit different than the way it used to be, but I knew there was a way to get a free account. I just had to figure it out. And thank you, Amia and Kaylee, for helping me figure it out. Okay. So does everybody have one down here under the subdomain, and the word choose is in green? I need you to raise your hand if you do not. Okay. You do not? Okay. Let me go up here and pause. All right, so you want to hit done after it publishes your subdomain. And then now what I want to do, I want to show you guys how we are going to build pages and how we're going to add all of these different components. Now, I do not want anybody starting to build a web page because I haven't even told you what's supposed to be on each page. So I still need you guys with me. Now, one of the things that the template does that I do not like, and it used to not do this, but if you scroll down, you see all this text down here? This is a heading. That's some paragraph. Now, I want to keep my picture here. There's other pages that are created. So I've got a home page, about page, a blog page, and a contact page. We're going to get rid of all those other 3 pages, and I'm going to walk you through how to get rid of them. Then we're going to edit our home page. So if we can get that much done today in class, tomorrow we'll build our other 3 pages, okay? So I need everybody working with me, and we're going to go and we're going to delete those pages because it is too much trouble to delete all the text boxes and image boxes and stuff. It's too much trouble to delete that. So we're just going to delete the 3 pages and build our own page, okay? All right, so the way you delete pages, up here at the top, I want everyone to click on pages, okay? Click on pages. And you'll see over here on the left, you have a little rectangle that has each one of the pages named. We want to delete everything but the home page. And I promise you, it is worth deleting these pages and starting over from scratch instead of editing each one of those pages, okay? So the way you get rid of it is, I'm sorry, let me go back, is leave the home. We're not going to get rid of the home button. We're going to keep the home button, okay? The second page, yours might say something different. Based on the theme you chose, it might have more than 4 pages. Everybody's is a little bit different, okay? So my second page says about. I don't know what your second page says, but I'm going to click on it, and when I click on it, it opens up this other little window. It actually kind of slides across. One of the options down at the very bottom says delete. We want to delete that entire page, so click on delete. Okay, it's going to say, are you sure you really want to delete this page? Yes, we are. So we click on delete. Now that page is gone. And I promise it's a lot easier to create a new page than edit one that's already there. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing for every page except home. So however many pages you have, I want you to click on it. I want you to choose delete. Okay, and then contact. And see, this is what I mean. You see all these things that are on here already? We would have to go in there and individually delete every single one of those to build the page we want to build. And it's a pain, okay? Now, sometimes they're not real easy. Sometimes they'll have like a little X in there and we can get rid of it that way. But I promise it's a lot easier just go in and delete the page, okay? To delete everything but home, I'm going to pause my recording because I have a question. Okay, so this is going to be our home page, okay? And it says my site there. I think we can click on it and change it if we wanted to, but my site, that's fine, okay? I would caution against putting a whole lot of personal information on these things because they are live. They're out there on the internet. So I'm not ever going to ask you to put your first and your last name. You can put your initials. You can leave it off because when you turn this into me, it's your URL with your last name on it. So, you know, I'll know whose is whose. Okay. All right. So this element here, I want to change the wording. Okay. And I want to click on it, and I think you can just backspace. I think you can put your cursor wherever you want to. And I'm going to say all about me. Okay, so some version of that. Okay, it can be about me, all about me, my website. I mean, you can personalize it how you want to. Okay. You can also change the color of that. So if you select the entire thing and go up here, it's kind of, is that it right there? Yeah, change color. So let's say if I wanted it red. Okay. Sometimes, according to the placement of it, it's hard to read. You should be able to move these things. Oops. I think it's the square with those, yeah. The one, the square or the rectangle that has those little dots, you can pick it up. Well, I thought you could. I was going to try to move it closer up to where it was a little bit easier to read. Okay. But apparently, it's not letting me move it. All right, now everything else, well, here I might change it. You could put something like, view the pages of my website. to learn all about me. Okay, as long as you've got all about me on there, I honestly don't care if you have anything else. You could just leave it at that. But I had that little box right up under it, and I don't understand why it's not letting me move these things. But it's not. So that's all that I am going to require that's on your homepage. I want there to be a heading, all about me, something like that. You can do a subheading if you want to. I'm going to leave it up to you. If you choose not to read, if you have a subheading there, on the template you chose, you might not have a subheading. Okay, do you? Okay, if you don't have it, don't worry about it. Okay, I forget everybody's is a little bit different. Okay, now the second thing, okay, so you have to have a heading. Subheading is optional. The other thing that's required, I'll get you in 1 second. The other thing that's required, all these other elements, I need them deleted. Okay, you will lose points if you leave all this stuff over here, because this says, hi, I'm Kim. I'm a photographer based in San Francisco, California. Well, no, I'm not. I'm not Kim. I'm Lisa Tompkins. So anything else on here, I need you to get rid of it. Now, the way you get rid of it is just click on it. You'll have, excuse me, you'll have an X in the top right-hand corner. Did I hit resume recording all ago? Yeah, I did. No, I did. Okay. There'll be an X in the top right-hand corner. Click that. It'll say, are you sure? You have to do that on everything. Okay? That's why we got rid of those other 3 pages, because we don't want to do this for every one of the pages, because some of them, guys, is long. Some of them are short, but some of them have tons and tons of these things in there. Okay, whoops. Sometimes you have to click on more than once to get the little X. Oh, maybe if you just hover over it. Maybe don't click on it. Let's see. Whoops. There's the X. Oh, see how it's, oh my gosh. This makes me wish I had just done another page. Because that's a lot more, but I need to go delete all of that. So again, do you see why we got rid of those other pages? I wish we could just like highlight and delete all, but I don't think we have that option. So it looks like hover over it, don't click on the elements. And just get rid of everything. Because I will scroll down and make sure it's blank. Oh my goodness. Isn't there an easier way to delete this? Okay, so I'm gonna pause my recording because I don't want this recording have me deleting everything. So I'm gonna pause the recording while I get rid of everything. Okay, so the way you're gonna turn in your URL, now like I say, I know that you guys are not finished, but I want everybody to go through this today. Is to go back to your website. Up in the top right-hand corner, a blue button, I want you to click publish. Okay? And it's going to publish it. It is live on the internet. It's not finished, but that's okay. We're going to finish it tomorrow. It won't take us, we'll be finished with this page within 30 minutes tomorrow. Okay? So right here is your URL. So I want you to select it and copy it. Don't click on it, because if you click on it, it's going to take you to your web page live on the internet. So just select it with your mouse and then copy it. Whoops. All right. And then go to Canvas. Scroll all the way down to the bottom where it says enter web URL. Click there and paste it. And now it will let you submit a assignment. I'm not going to submit it, but click the submit button. Okay. And that's where we're going to stop today. So I should see everybody submit this page in just a second. It's 11:32. We got 9 minutes. I'm gonna go look and make sure I have everybody's page. So let me leave student view. And if I go to speed reader, 7 people have turned theirs in so far. Okay, so see, this is how it will look. Dana, can I use yours as an example? Okay, so this is how it's going to look when you guys turn it in. Dana's turned hers in. See how if I move my mouse over it, it is a hyperlink. And when I click on her, she gave me permission to do it. It will show me her web page. So here's her web page, all about me. Now, her particular theme didn't have a subheading bar, and that's okay. It's not required. But she has all about me. And if I click up here where her menu is, the only thing she has so far is home. So I know Dana created a web page. She got rid of her other buttons on there. She has her title all about me. And she turned it in. So if I was giving a grade today, which I'm not, it's worth 25 points tomorrow. Once we add in our other 3 pages, I could grade hers and open up the rubric. This is what's on the rubric if I make this large. Okay. So Dana already has her 4 points. And if I scroll down, I wouldn't see anything else on there. If there's other text on there, you might not get 4 points. You might get 2 points. You might get 3 points according to what you left on there. Page 2, we're going to have a title, text, and an image. We'll walk through that tomorrow together. That's worth 6 points. Page 3 is worth 6 points. Page 4 is worth 6 points. And then there's 3 points at the end that everything has been deleted from everything. So I take back what I said first. Dana already has all 4 points, even if she had left something. Because where she's going to lose points if she left anything on the page that she didn't delete is down here where it says all previous text and images have been deleted. Okay. All right. So I'm going to cancel out of that because I obviously am not grading that today, and I'm going to stop the recording.